Instagram is without a doubt my favorite social media platform. I mean, I've been using it almost daily for the past 8 years. And over those 8 years, I've watched the app grow and change in many ways. Some good and some not so good. And a couple of the recent updates to Instagram have made me really consider, what the fuck is wrong with Instagram? Okay, so now before I go into the details, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. All it takes is literally 1 second to press that little red button down below. And if you haven't already, also follow me on Instagram, link in the description. You won't be disappointed. So, what exactly is a good update? A good update to me is one that's impactful and was helpful towards Instagram's growth. Another factor is that it didn't cause any issues whenever it released. So, updates like changing the aspect ratio are they're good updates in their own right, but they're not going to be the good updates that I'm going to be covering. I'm going to start off by going over probably one of the best updates that has ever happened to Instagram, direct messaging. I'm not going to go into much detail about direct messaging because I'm sure you all know what that is, so I'll leave it at that. So, the next best update in my opinion to Instagram has to be the ability to post videos. Now, originally it was only limited to 15 seconds, which is not a lot of time. And as a stupid 10-year-old child, I would often get frustrated by that. Try to post clips from music videos or other things, and you couldn't. It sucked. But after a while, Instagram did upgrade that to 60 seconds, which was a big boost. I really enjoyed that. And then later on, they released IGTV, which allows you to post videos however long. I think I've posted a video that's 10-15 minutes before. So it's really unlimited now. So, along with the 60-second video update, Instagram also brought Stories and then later Boomerang. And Stories is just a very blatant copy of Snapchat Stories, and that's it. Then also later that year, Instagram also brought out Instagram Live. Instagram Live is something I don't use very much, but there have definitely been some crazy moments on Instagram Live. So now we're on to the bad updates. And the bad updates are pretty much just the opposite of the good updates. They don't really have a purpose in the app, or everyone hated it, or they just flat out don't work very well with the flow of the app. So, the very first one would have to be Instagram changing their timeline from chronological to a brand new algorithm which sorts the posts based on what you've interacted with most. And I don't care about seeing the same post 7 times in a row with a chronological timeline, but what bugs me is not seeing posts from people that I like to see post. That's one of the main issues, is some of these posts from accounts you don't see most of the time get pushed down and down and down, and then you never see them. So I went and actually looked at the World Health Organization, and they have like couple million, they have almost 9 million followers, right? And one of their latest posts only has 25,000 likes. And even if you scroll through and go back to posts pre-COVID, like beginning of March, January, all that, they still only have 25 to 30,000 likes. Now, not all of those 9 million followers are probably liking their posts, and probably half of them are just bots, but it's still an issue. An account with 9 million followers, right? 9 million is a large number. Shouldn't be getting 25 to 30,000 likes on a post. They should be getting more than that. the old algorithm changed in 2016, so we've had it for what, 4 or 5 years now. But it's just, it's really annoying. And for a page like mine, who literally reposts the worst shit in the world, it sucks because anybody that sees your post has to interact with your account. So I have 930 followers about, and I average maybe 100 likes on a post. Half those people, more than half of those people, aren't seeing my posts. Or they're seeing them and not liking them, which is also a factor. Or their accounts are dead or something like that. But it just shouldn't happen. That Instagram really should revert back to a chronological timeline and begin to focus more on what it was made for. It should be focused on sharing photos with people and videos to an extent too. The app has always been a photo sharing app. So why now, or why in 2016 did they decide to change the algorithm to give people that you interact with the most more likes and more views and all that? It's, in my opinion, the worst update that Instagram has ever done. It's stupid. It's plain stupid. So, I consider 2016 to be kind of the beginning of a dark era of Instagram. And yes, they changed the timeline, but they also added stories in Boomerang and IGTV. But IGTV to me is right about the breaking point before all of this started happening. And IGTV to me is useless. I rarely see it used. It has a standalone app, which makes no sense. It should, if you just want to use IGTV, use it in the app. Make an Instagram account and use it in the app. Because I think with the IGTV standalone app, you have to use an Instagram account. So, what's the point? Just make an Instagram page for yourself. And half the stuff on there isn't even worth looking at. So, Instagram's most recent update is the one that really inspired me to make this video. And if you haven't used Instagram in years, this is what it looks like. They replaced the post button with a Reels button, and Reels is just a blatant knockoff of TikTok. They moved the like button up to the top right. It's just the whole mess. And the bad thing is the update doesn't work. They added a second post button onto the home page and one onto your profile page. The one on the profile page is the one that you've always been accustomed to, but the one on the home page just doesn't work. The aspect ratio button just doesn't work for videos. So if you're trying to post a video in 16:9, you can just spam press that button and it won't change. Oftentimes, I find myself closing out of the app completely, like opening the multitasking and swiping out of the app because it just crashes and doesn't work. And similar to that, I'll be trying to like refresh my likes or something to see how many likes I have, whatever, and it just doesn't update, and it just doesn't work. And like I said, the homepage post button is buggy. You'll see it flickers white for a second, and then it goes away, and you post, and it's crap. It's crap. And then they also added, where the likes button should be, they added a store. Now, why the fuck is there a store on Instagram, a photo sharing app? Now, I get that it's to like support small businesses and all that, but half the crap you see on there is big company stuff. It's not small businesses. Instagram, what the fuck are you doing? So, not only does Instagram have bad updates, they have like a whole bad system by itself. The app is always buggy. It always has issues. Half the time, Instagram doesn't work 3 or 4 times a year for multiple weeks. Instagram just needs to focus on reworking their app and making it functional. You should have user feedback in an app. especially one as big as Instagram, you need to have that feedback to make sure that what you're going to add is going to be something that people like. And half the time, it seems like Instagram doesn't even care. They just add it in hopes to gain more money from people buying ads and all this other stuff, promoting stuff. So, final words. In my opinion, Instagram is a clusterfuck. I mean, I don't know what to expect from Instagram anymore. I don't know what they're planning in terms of app updates. Nobody knows, except for those people that have access to the beta. And even those in the beta don't really know. But Instagram does have a charm to it. And since I've been using it so long, it's almost become second nature to just hop on Instagram, scroll through the feed a little bit, like post, save post, all that stuff. Look at him, post a couple things, whatever. But Instagram is trying too hard to be something that it is not. And that is my issue. They need to focus on what was foremost, a picture sharing app. And to an extent, videos as well. But they shouldn't be trying to be Snapchat or TikTok or whatever the hell IGTV is trying to copy. But it needs to focus on its purpose. It needs to be picture sharing and video sharing to an extent. And it should focus on that, and it should work. It shouldn't be an issue to post a picture in a different aspect ratio and have the button not work. It shouldn't be you're beta testing features in the full release version of the app. Just make the app work. And on that note, that's the end of the video. If you like the video, remember to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram down below. Yeah. I don't really know how to end the videos very well, do I? Oh well.